Goblin. Alright. Get out of my sight then, bro. Yeah. Having backed away when he deems farther enough, he raises 4 fingers defiantly, spits at you, and scampers off, giggling to himself.
The path is clear.
Goblin Merchant. You got for me, Goblin Merchant. I'm kind of surprised to see this as an actual town. I thought for sure we'd be fighting here. As you approach, the goblin stands grinning with wide yellow teeth, almost as sharp as his eyes are. You notice a large, dirty sack behind him, which you almost mistook for a second goblin. Ah, an adventurer. Greetings and welcomes. I, a buyer. I sell, I trade, whatever you sword swingers need, I offer. Want to buy something? I can see it in your eyes. Yes, you do. Just 5 money pieces. Not got that much. 10 then. No time I risk, I give you a discount. Just half 100. So have a deal. Okay. Show me your wares, bro. He sticks out his palm trying to shake your hand. Shake his hand. Deal. Okay. Uh-oh. He's put something sticky on her skin. Weird. What are you selling? Show me your wares. He's got anything good here? Here's some Mace of Chuck. Seem great for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 gold. I see, he's the world's worst merchant. Awesome. Yeah. Let's give him this shit. Do you think he buys at a lower price than the other merchants in the game, chat? Do we care? We care. You bet, buddy. Yeah. Incredible dex plus 4 belts, pretty exciting.
Tread lightly.
In fact, I mean, it's gonna go on one of our advisors at some point, right? Adios thing for now. Yeah.
Let us be careful.
I was successful in my search.
Talden horseshoe, that's nice. I think we're close to that Talden piece. The crafted item of some sort. Don't know what it does yet. I like the mystery of like picking up pieces of little bits as you explore the map that occasionally turn into interesting items.
I'll go ahead.
What are we supposed to be discovering? It's all good. Let's all funnel into a cage with goblins. I'm sure this can end well. What we're supposed to be discovering in this map, though. Yeah. Another Hydra over there. Deal with it in a minute. I'm not sure why I'm killing all the Hydras, except why not? But it might piss off our hosts if we kill all of their Hydras. Maybe they're going to release all the Hydras at once, and having killed them ahead of time is smart. Maybe not. What are these? Horse Reapers. Yeah, there's more Goblin Town over here. I guess we didn't skin this one. Didn't loot it. Hydra eyeballs. Yeah. Ammo Manticore.
There's something unusual.
Money in a pit.
Let's head out.
Dude, what the fuck? Oh, there's an actual Goblin gate there. Wait. Okay. This is just the outskirts of the Goblin City. Oh! Why are you guys fighting me? How come the other goblins were friendly, but these ones aren't? I'm not going for government loans, the amazing Shiro. I'm doing fine. I don't need something like that. It's probably a good idea in some sense, but it feels disingenuous. Not too close. What? Annoying. Let's check out this Bane weapon in a second here. Is what I want to do with the money? I don't think so. Arvius was talking about that at the beginning of the pandemic, like small business loans. It just feels like it's taking money from someone who probably fucking needs it, man, you know? this kind of shit.
Out of my way!
This is not the Bane weapon. Oh, the media player, yeah. Oh no, they're running! I didn't even think about the downside of that.
A solid plan.
I really did not intend to aggro them. Try this Bane weapon. Wait, where's my Bane? Enhances his wearer's main weapon with Orc Bane and Goblin Bane special abilities. Orc and Goblin Bane. Roll 2 plus 28. 8, 11, 2 blessing, 2 flanking, 1 bless, 2 masterwork, 1 weapon focus. Other plus 1. This is not a plus 2 weapon. The plus 1 weapon. So I'm getting trolled. So Goblin Bane is not actually Goblin Bane. It's just a plus 2. We got plus 1. Or maybe plus 3. It might be Masterwork plus 1 and then Goblin plus 2. I thought it was going to actually give me the Bane weapon ability, which I thought was incredible. Well, there was another one. It might not be confused, because if you hover that again, you see how it says Masterwork at the bottom? That's probably the plus 1 off the Masterwork. And then the plus 2, like midway through, is probably off the hat. I think. Which is intended, but not what I understood the thing to be. Oh, you think the damage was added there too? I don't see the 2d6 on that one. Oh, there's the 2d6. Okay. Oh no, okay. So it is giving me the damage. There's a 2d6 there that for force damage. Okay. Good, good, good. I just thought I wasn't getting the damage. I thought I was getting scammed on what Bane was. If I go in there, is it going to aggro the whole town? I feel like we're going to end up loading here, even if I don't want to. I was not trying to attack this establishment.
A renewal. Welcome back.
You're down for the gift of the sub. Hit the sport. All right. Beast the Beast, come on now. Where's your dinner here, B? Missed part I was reading chat. They don't seem to have a very good correspondence with their goddess, do they? Yeah. Well, I'll answer this one more time, Shiro, and then we'll probably move on from it. It's nice of you to think of me, man, and I don't know if I'm eligible or not for that kind of thing, but it seems to be the intent of these loans are essentially supporting businesses that are suffering from the coronavirus, right? And I'm not. I'm not suffering from the coronavirus. Like, I'm not doing any better than I normally do, but I don't seem to be doing much worse either, right? So I don't think that really is for me. And the last round of loans actually did run out. They ran out way before anyone in the US, for the bulk of the businesses in the US that were trying to get them. So although it's a nice idea, I just don't think it's really meant for me, and I don't think taking advantage of that would be a reasonable thing to do. We're arguing morality. Like I don't have operating expenses. My operating expenses haven't gone up for COVID. I'm not like running out of employees who can make it in. I don't have to have a storefront that needs to be open during these times and have to buy like personal protective gear, right? So And they did run out last time, correct? Yes. And I know you're not a U.S. citizen, right? So you're probably getting, maybe the stuff in your countries or your country is where you're living right now is different, but for us, that's what it's been like. But I don't think there's a, I mean, there may or may not be a morality argument in there, but it feels unnecessary for my part, so I'm probably just not going to do it. Feels like a lazy way to be a decent person. So let's just try to work with that. All right. Go deal with this owlbear. Yeah. All right, let's swing on this guy.
You should have run!
Debuff his ass. Great. So I think the goblins keep losing control of all their creatures as we move in here, which is amusing.
Run them through.
Alright. Find the goblin leader, speak with the captured goblin. Is Knock Knock the captured goblin? I know you guys have told me in the D&D channel that he's like everyone's favorite character in this game. Although we won't be using him as a character. Maybe we can make him an advisor. Goblin advisor seems clever, right?
Tread lightly.
Alright, let's quick save here. I don't actually wish to kill all the goblins, but we'll see. Alright, buddy. What's going on? The goblin tied to the pole has seen better days. He's covered in filth and a wide variety of burns.
And torches.
Oh.
Bite him. Kick him. Who be survivor now, huh? Knock knock. Me. Always me.
That's also done poorly, isn't it? Even if you're playing on your own, you might want to listen to that, but you're also going to start reading the beginning of that just internally. Anyways, the goblin tied to the pole has seen better days. He's covered in filth and a wide variety of burns, bruises, claw marks, and even a bite mark or two. Yet he's smiling wildly as if triumphant. Okay.
Greet and meet heroes. Seen how I dealt with them? They were like, we be smashing you. And I snarled back, no, I be smashing you. And the beast was, rah, and bite again. That's it.
Why do they want to kill you?
It be because of that half-head shaman. Bees bite his back. He be crazy. Something get in his way. He be snarling and poking people with fork.
Alright, listening to this guy talk about things is pretty painful. What do you know about the incursion of enchanted beasts?
Llama be their mother, like all beasts. But she not birthed them out this way. No way. Half-head shaman lie to make people fear him. Shatshank stride around all puffed up. Everyone bows. Even King won't bark a word against him. He says God has sent us these beasties to answer his prayers. He even made us uproot village. He says there is thing of goddess nearby where beasts come from called womb. And he calls me a blasphemer.
What should I do with your kin?
They deserve a knock across heads, all of them. Yet, better not knock. You see, Big Mother Idol? Shatshank's hiding her shadow so can beg and whine for Llama to poison, stab, bite, kill whoever hurts goblins. Don't make Lamash too mother mad. Let them live.
Evil goddess. Town of goblins. Worshipping an evil goddess who's unleashing a plague of magical beasts on my kingdom. And he's arguing we let him live? I don't think we're really letting any of those people live.
I be the ear of Lamashtu. No, not that. I be the seer of Lamashtu. That's who I be. Her favorite of many. I bring her message. She protects me. Sends me offerings to eat and whatnot. I be important. Very important pressin'. I had dream. Llama told Knock Knock in her big white arms, rock me, let me suckle her skulls, pet my head and sing. Who's smartest? Who bravest? Who favorite? Knock Knock, that's who. And the next
An
day,
interesting relationship with the deity.
I found nest, untouched with eggs. It be a sign. And bigger sign? Llama just saved me right before your eyes.
Information.
Hey, hey, where are you going? Wait till I untie myself. I go with you. We heroes, we march together. The shaman fled. I bet your hide he come back for revenge. He hates you, Longshanks. Hates your guts. Mine too. Let's follow him, then kick him hard in his guts. Teach him a lesson.
All right.
We kick the king in his guts too.
Why
while we
not?
be there?
Join us, little crazy goblin guy.
Onward!
Okay, accept. Weird. Rescued a goblin. He wants to join us. Reasonable. If there's more conversation to be had about the loan stuff, I'm willing to have it. I just don't know that there is, really, right? Clearly intended for aid. I don't need that aid. There's a limited amount of it. Because, like, taking that is just very unnecessary. So, willing to have more conversation if there is some, but I'm not sure there is. Alright. A ton of goblins. How are our buffs doing? Okay, we're a little light on HP. Let's heal. No, don't move away from his heal. Yeah.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
What did we agree to anything here with that dialogue choice? I didn't feel like I agreed to anything except that I wasn't gonna kill the whole kingdom. It's not even here. Wait, that was it? No other resolution in this village? We learned there was some
Let us be careful.
goblin shaman who's fled, who claims to be claims to be the one at least partially responsible for this. Goblins aren't going to talk, they're just random goblin people, right? Huddled behind the statue of Lamshutu, a batch of goblins cast angry glances at you, muttering threats and curses. One of them, apparently bravest, steps out, shaking his fist and howls at you in a quavering voice. "You not dare come closer. We catch one of your kind before." And Lamashu cursed him with a terrible curse. She do the same to you. Oh, there's a talk here. "See how Goddess punishes blasphemers? You run now, or she'll get you too." Points her finger at the corpse of the goblin you killed. I didn't kill the goblin. He's fine. Why wouldn't we kill these goblins? Yeah, I'm a little confused. They're tiny. They're evil. They regularly ambush us. Any reason we would spare these creatures? Really unlikely. They're incompetently evil. Chaotic? Or a little chaotic. Okay.
A test of my abilities.
There are a lot of them. Maybe that should have been a consideration. I'm part of the world's ecosystem. First things first. Dazzling display seems solid here. I mean, we still have anti-poison buff up. We've got a pretty nasty thing cloud right here. These are level 1s. This is so everything is overkill here. Yeah. Thaddeus has Bane Weapon and Cleave, and he's surrounded by like 25 goblins. I want to go there. Can I get there without enough space? Oh no, he can't move closer. Is he enlarged still? Yeah. 29 AC. 23.
My masterpiece.
Yeah. Feels like a cleaving moment.
Let's hear you cry.
Forward!
Well, as I said, thanks for looking out for me, Cheryl. Appreciate it.
The path is clear.
Really no harm in thinking through it. We don't want their garbage. I mean, we could sell all this shit to their vendor before we leave the zone, though, right? So maybe we just collect it all. I've heard that the game gets bloated if we leave the loot around. You have specifically purpose loans to help. That's good.
Welcome
Tread
back.
lightly.
More gifted subs from Micker Don. Cheers, man. Glad you're enjoying the playthrough. Alright, I don't know if there's anything else to do with these goblins. I guess we could kill that Hydra on the way out, because why not? And loot everything. Oh, there was I left a Ring of Protection +1 over there, I didn't realize about. Okay. Where was the last Hydra? Down. I think. Oh, there's a Manticore over here too. Why are we butchering these beasts? Because they're evil beasts by that evil goddess. The same reason we killed the goblins, which is this shit shouldn't be in my barony, I don't think. No. Don't you need a convention in Pathfinder is a good point. Leaves us protected morally. Or, sorry, not morally. Legally. Killing them for experience? No, we're just killing these things because I don't think there'd be a reason to leave them here more than I am for the experience, although I don't mind the experience. We're not behind in the experience race, right? I'm not feeling starved on experience anymore. Imagine getting hit by this thing. What kind of fail tank are you?
We shall overcome. So it
Hey,
comes to this.
why did Chat's cleric go closer? Oh well.
You should have run.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
I think are you experimenting with the Twitch dono button? Thanks, Incursion. Thanks for the next sub. Alright, locked. I know it's locked. We have someone who can pick locks. Where's Baracus? Get your butt over here, buddy. Pick that lock for me. Dude.
Together we stand.
Why is he telling me it's locked? You literally have lock picking in a magic hand that does your lock picking. Remember what a bid is yesterday? Yep. Ah, nice. Sure, I gotcha. An actual in-game reason to let me unlock a chaotic-oriented building. I have chaotic-oriented buildings in my empire already, though. I didn't realize what. I don't know what determines the character of your empire. If it is something like that or not. Oh, I was gonna loot the rest of this shit, wasn't I? Okay. And who's this other person they wanted to talk? That wanted to talk? This guy. Horse Reaper. I guess I could open that. Talk to him. Maybe that would do it. Oops. Okay. Ah, look at that. Have one for you. Like quests, going on missions, I have one for you. What did you just call me? Potion Gulper, like Sword Swinger or Bow Shooter. One of those runs around the woods, goes deep in caves. On missions and quests. Deal! What is this task? Short tail, make shorter. See beastie in cage? My friend and I are looking after him. We divide work. I open gate. Friend goes in, feeds the beasties. Got it? The goblin looks around, slightly irritated, but he's lazy. I offer to open the gate. You go inside, give beastie food. I love how the goblins are just like working on like getting us killed every single way. Run over these traps. All right. Won't this mission attack me? No. He's a pet, like a spider, or a small snake, or a slug. Okay. Mission requires I be paid first. Be such a greedy fingers. What can give you? Nothing. You have experience. You not unforget. Sure, I'll add helping a goblin to my experiential resume here. Sure. Okay. Deal.
Let us be careful.
I was trying to get in there anyway, so. Wait, is it really gonna let me feed him? No, I was gonna say. It's gonna be the joke's on me if, in fact, it was a friendly Hydra. These are very reasonable goblin interactions so far. Why can't I attack him? There's just no room over there. Oh, because it's your kingdom should have your MC's alignment. Okay. I don't know what alignment my MC is right now. I think he might be chaotic good. I don't know. Totally possible. Can't believe Thaddeus can't reach this with the charge. Disappointing. I don't know why this is a surprise round either, but okay. Game gives out surprise rounds way too easily. Both in the fact that generating them it's generating them easy without stealth, and then additionally, it seems to just randomly give it to you surprise rounds in a lot of different holy shit. Seems to randomly give you surprise rounds in scripted stuff too. I don't know why.
This will hurt.
Wonder if my buffs were out at all.
Run them through.
Oh, rapid fire's not back on Miklas. We gotta fix that. Is this thing not dead yet? Really? Use magic device failed. Dude, UMD is such a scam.
A solid plan.
You should have run. Don't hold back.
Okay. There's one more goblin to interact with, or no? No, there wasn't.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Another gifted sub. You on. Alright, so we're gonna sell all this junk to the merchant just so it doesn't screw up the game. Alright, and then we're getting out of here.
The path is clear.
Mission accomplished in this area, I think. There was one more blue character to talk to. It might have been that Hydra. The paste bin for the quotes are dead. Did Shiro break it? Shouldn't be dead.
I'll go ahead.
Not a paste bin anymore. Well, I don't remember how it's hosted anymore. I think it's on Flipper's website still. But I don't know where the access is. You'd have to ask in the Ministry of Review channel on Discord, Shiro. I'm sure someone knows at this point, but I haven't been into the quotes channel in a million years. All right, grab these, leave the area, and we need to go find out. He looks badass. They keep making him look very cool. This Knock Knock character. All right. Oh, Lonely Mill's right there. We're waiting on the first day of this week. We don't know what day it is right now, though, I guess. The Lonely Barrel. I thought we've already been to the Lonely Barrel. That was a different location. Oh, Lonely Mill. Okay. While passing the windmill, we saw a curious thing. Goblins were squatting in the shadows of the building, doing what goblins do best, stuffing their faces. They gutted sacks of flour and were spreading the wealth. Some fried pancakes on an open fire, others threw pieces of dough into a bubbling pot making some sort of dumplings. Others just rolled around in the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exception, were guzzling ale from the kegs nearby, spilling it over each other and bellowing songs. When they spotted us, the merry goblins, possibly due to the ale, stood their ground. Instead of fleeing, they started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join their speech. In response, we bared our weapons and charged into battle, spat on the ground and moved on, and said, why not? No. There's no way that these goblins killed the fucking townsfolk who probably had this goddamn windmill. Alright, shrieking, the goblins were scattered and ran, kicking up clouds of flour. When the clouds settled, all the goblins, there were no sign. Okay. Weird. That's it? Weird. Alright. What's the next location we're headed for? We're headed for the Sanctum over here. We have to be there on like a Monday. Okay. Still active, that location too, right? Not grayed out, so something's up with that.
A rest would be welcome.
They wanted me to sing a song with them together to find the village that was already on our map from a previous interaction. Kind of weird. We will rest. I'm trying to make decisions that are in character with what our goals are here. Because I don't want to just min-max. Like, it doesn't seem necessary to min-max the experience or anything like that. I'd rather have a somewhat coherent tale of the characters, right? At least that's the thought process. All right, we're waiting for the Monday. Should have looked at what date that would have been. So I can't access what day it is when we're outside of our baronry, is that right? Yeah, they're writing them to be much more of like nuisances or almost what do they do with the companions, the comedic companion kind of thing. See the hourglass on any map. I can't see the hourglass here, and they don't want me going there until a certain day. No, it doesn't actually say shit about that anymore. Yes, it does. On the first day of a week. Covering this does nothing. Did we already get the secluded lodge bracers? We did. The bracers, there's 2 other bracer locations. I think we forgot about that. We haven't been up to Oleg stuff. Fuck, I forgot about that bracer quest. That one. Where were the other 2 places? The lodge, we got the onslaughts, the one from the lodge, which I think was here. The other 2 were Oleg's and somewhere else, I don't remember. Oleg Lodge Capital. I gotta remember that. And we already did the lodge one, right? Was that the last time I was here? Last time we played, rather, on Sunday? It was. Alright. So I just have to kill time until Wednesday, apparently. Alright, let's go back into our lands so I can interact with this shit while we're killing time. Okay. See what we have available and what's going on. Okay. Skins come back. Succeeded. Great. Did quite a lot of stats out of that, too. Alright. What events have popped up? We have Counselor awaits in the throne room. It's bad. Deal with that right now. 3 days left here. 2 days left there. And what was the issue with rank up? Only her available. only available to him. Can't do that one at all. And then Ian can do this one. Nasty Rumor. 10 days, but we don't need him for anything else right now, so that seems okay. 90% roll seems great. We'll roll with that. Then we're waiting. We just have to skip, I think. We could travel. Where in the capital do I buy that? I mean, we might with. Problem is, I don't actually know what day of the week it is. I think we were on like a Tuesday. We were on a Wednesday trying to get to Monday, and I think 2 days have passed. So I think we're on Friday. I think. Pass up in the main square, thanks. I mean, we could just go do that real quick. But we're gonna have to go that way in a minute anyways. Great, what cult? Alright. Where does this take us? How many days to get there? 1 day, 1 hour. And what does it take to get up to Oleg's location? 2 days. We think this is Friday. We have to be there on a fucking Monday. So we don't have time. We could go back to the town, I guess.
A rest would be welcome.
And it's main square and then throne room. I should actually bring that piece with us too, since we're likely to go Oleg and then maybe the other town. Need food soon as well.
I feel tired.
Right. Available now and they weren't before. Cool. All right. Go 3. Let's go to the throne room.
Is clear.
Tavern. I kind of need to sell, but not that badly. I need to find. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. So today is currently Star Day, which is presumably Saturday, although it could be Sunday. I don't know is the answer. Deal with the throne room.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, Brexis has definitely shown a large amount of interest in my thoughts on their games, for sure, Shiro. Look up determination on Tristian's face. I bring bad news. Today, one of our citizens stopped in free and asked me to tell you something of import. You see, one of the traders who today sells imported specialties in the capital has not always led an honest life. Under the Stag Lord, he helped the bandits sell stolen goods for a percentage, of course. The scoundrel was far from the fort in the day you struck the decisive blow against the Stag Lord, and today he continues trading in plain view of those you recently helped to rob. I will never rush to judgment, but you must at least arrest this merchant to question him and give him a chance to repent. Think of those who would see him in the streets every day walking free and unpunished. Community +2, economy -3, +30 BP. I don't need the BP. Seems like a net loss for us. How do I feel about that? I don't think I care that much. I don't know. Do we care? I don't want commute. I think we're taking this. Alright, fine. Okay. To order this merchant be detained, of course, we'll fully investigate before we judge him. Great. Parade of things we have to judge. I wanted to talk about econ. Way too gloomy. Life without a family must be hard. What are you getting at? What I'm getting at is we should hold a merry revelry and use the opportunity to talk to him heart to heart. do yeah. Oh, the first playthrough, Miota. We're like Act 3 of 8 or something, and we just started Act 3. This is an insane amount of content. Insane. Like to the point, like I don't know if I can. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to finish it on stream. Like almost too much. All right, so we're gonna grab the other bracer here, the other onslaught one, right? Is that one? We're gonna put the cool mallets in here that we're never gonna use. I don't know why. I'm just gonna sell those to what's her face. Don't need rings of protection. Dex +2. And okay. Get out of this area. Yeah, I don't know though, chat. You guys can see the trends on my view count playing this game too. Oops, I just went to the same location. I don't know realistically. We'll see, I guess. A lot of other games piling up in the meantime. Tavern. Alright, our companion's upset. We're gonna throw a feast while the whole fucking world is burning down around us with this curse. Seems a bit sketchy. You have to be funny, Wet, or I'm gonna allow the trolling to continue. So, be funny. You can do it. You must have come to talk about the feast. I'd be happy to. I'll provide food and drinks. Everything will be first class. How much will this idea cost me? Such an honor. Everything's on the house. Who serve at the feast? I'd like to. Sure. Why would you? My pleasure. I hope everyone likes it. Okay, so she has a crush on Ika. Great. All right. Get me, but if you're thinking the same, you'll be almost comfortable indoors. Should be held in the woods. Okay. Who are you? Through the city, we know each other from a long time. We traveled together for a long time. Why would you want to feast in the woods? Always calm around this buck guy. Can you think of a suitable place? The Royal Hunting Grounds. Okay. Great. Really not trying to? I don't know, man. I read your opening statement in the channel with your name. And I have a hard time believing you're not trolling. Hard time. All right. A lot here. Keeper, but one just invites herself in like that. Oh, what's got me grumbling? It's time to start cooking. Okay. Why am I zoomed in here? I don't really want to do this storyline stuff really right now, or rather the companion stuff. I feel like having a feast right now is so totally inappropriate to what's happening in the events of this area. This seems really weird. I have a giant bird's egg. I thought you might be interested. Okay. Oh, she just took my egg. Weird. It was on my list. It wasn't in my quest log. I know chat warned me about it, but still kind of weird. Fine. And we were here specifically to kill time. What would we done? Okay. Alright, so we need to leave again. Oh, did we level? Shit, we leveled. Nice. Okay. We need to head back. We need to get to the cultist location by the Monday. I think we can do from here still. Have to nail these level ups. Let's do that. I think level ups are going to occur after I eat. I'm going to go grab food right now. Probably about 5 minutes, give or take. And, we'll do our level ups when we come back. Meanwhile, in a few minutes. All right. Level up time. Go with the easy ones. Start with Slayer. Yeah. Oh, you had an interesting decision here with the rogue take, right? So with 2 here. Vision perception. Wait, are we level 10? On the level 9 on the Slayer. Level is study target. Fifth, 10th, and 15th. Okay, so we went study target goes to 2. You get to choose one of these rogue ones. 10th level, a character can choose one of the advanced rogue talents in place of a rogue talent. I was told it stacks with the Slayer talent, but I'm not actually seeing 2 up here, so I don't think it does unless this is next. I don't actually see any more in there. Is it combat trick or the rogue ones? Combat trick might be the rogue ones. No, combat tricks are just combat tricks. There's not rogue ones in there. Okay. Are any of these? I'm not seeing the rogue specialties either. These are things like uncanny dodge and shit, right? Crippling strike is an advanced rogue talent. So it is either, not both. Yeah, it's definitely either, not both. So that means we either put off menacing by 2 levels or not. So the 3 are opportunist, crippling, and dispelling. Let me take a look at these. Crippling does strength damage. Opponent, I wonder if this can trigger multiple times around. An opponent damaged by one of her sneak attacks can also takes 2 points of strength damage. I mean, we shoot 5 times around. So, I mean, that seems like a pretty powerful rider. An opponent that is dealt sneak attack damage by a character with this ability is affected by a targeted dispel magic affecting one of the spell effects active on the target. Caster's level for this ability is equal to this character's level. Very good. A weak dispel. It is a rider, which is nice, but can also dispel buffs probably, or debuffs rather. We can probably dispel our own like paralyze or something. These are standard. These are the ones that like remove a debuff from us and give it to them if we have that specific debuff. These seem insanely bad. There's Opportunist. Make an attack of opportunity against opponent who's just been struck for damage in melee by another character. Does this require that I be melee or no? An attack of opportunity against an opponent who's just been struck for damage in melee by another character. Doesn't sound like I have to be in melee. Doesn't work with ranged. Sounds like it. It sounds like it should work with ranged. Can't make AOOs as ranged. Okay, so that's the missing rule that makes sense of that. Okay. So in other words, we care about none of these except Crippling Strike. This would be the only chance we have as an option to get Crippling Strike because it's an advanced rogue talent. Let's see what the build calls for. Build calls for it doesn't call for crippling. It calls for the menacing dreadful carnage, which I think we're going to pick up. And but I need another feat for what? Oh, I can take it later? I just unlocked it now? Seriously? Really? Okay. I'm going to take I'm gonna take the one where we're here for though, which is this one. Wait. At 10th level, we're at 10th level. Oh, we're okay. It's just I just have to find it against the interface. I was getting a little cranky, chat. There it is, Dreadful Carnage. Fucking finally. Nice. Oh, I see, Xander. I got you. I don't think it does that though. It doesn't just let you shoot in melee without triggering AOs. I think that's what it does. Okay, so that's sold for our Slayer. Alright, Thad should be a fairly reasonable level up too. This is just fighter. Is this the level with our feats? Not. Be a really simple one, question mark. Okay, Thaddeus leveling athletics, knowledge world, and lore nature. Be every other leveling this? What's his int right now? It is every other level, so it's half levels in perception, I guess. Yes. Pretty easy. Alright, take our cleric level. I think this level is nothing, right? Wait, we get level 5 this level? Shit. Okay, never mind. It's not nothing. No, it's last level. Level I think is nothing. Okay. We get another spell prepared maybe. On the cleric. A spell slot maybe. Yeah, I got another level 5. I don't know. I have no understanding of what makes these lower level spells actually appear. We could upcast a level 3 with heightened magic if we wanted to. Or we could higher level dispels are maybe not total shit. They're upcasted. Don't really need another one of these. Protection from energy communal is kind of OP. And it's really good when you need it. But 2 is kind of enough. Just another one of those situationals that's just going to sit there forever if we do it that way. We could bump some other spells up higher too. Like we could go up to... we could buff, for example, one of the other... I don't know if I want to add to. I see hugs. We could clear some spaces for like one of the int ones. We're not normally touching these, but like charisma bonus to our other guy is AC, right? Or int to the wizard is a DC, which is really solid too. What is this? Charisma, wisdom. We have intelligence. We don't have intelligence on this guy. The wizard might be able to prep. What is it? Fox's cunning or something? Does cat's grace. And those buffs active is so annoying. In other words, until we deal with this, it's gonna be driving me nuts. But it's an inconsequential decision. Always the worst for me. There's no other reason to do it a different way. I mean, the cleric could buff his own wisdom as part of the spell casting and then wear a charisma bonus for extra charges. Something. I think it's extra charges of our heal, which is all right. Not really where I wanted to go with that. Why do we not have access to int buff? We have access to every other stat except int. Weird. Have I just not taken it? I mean, it's a fucking wizard. Presumably he could learn it if he got the spell. Is it still a level 2? Why do I have 3 Cat's Graces prepped instead of 4? Alright, so what I think we need to do is we need to get Baracus to learn Int. And then the Cleric can grab 2 of the... He can't do Dex either. He can do anything but Int or Dex. Yeah, about all that. Put it in for now. We got another level 5 too. Breath of Life has been pretty solid. Let's cleanse. All pretty useless, aren't they? Well, unexciting level up. This is like Dispel. And for us, every time we fight a creature higher level than us, it doesn't work. I have no idea what the star means. It means their spells or something? Favorites? No. It doesn't mean relevant. Running a second Breath of Life. Overkill. Alright, we'll fix those spells another time. I can't be bothered to deal with that right now. Alright, let's do our level up on our Sword Lord. Sword Lord's build's kind of complicated, so let me reference the sheet. What are we doing with it? We are building Aegis Monk, 4 levels of Rogue, and then Eldori's Sword Lord for a bunch. 3, 4, 5. Our 4th of 5 then, seems good. Alright, no stat boost there. Leveling here, here. Okay. This is the trick, isn't it? The 3 that we're doing, these 3. Right. Up adaptive tactics. Sword Lord reduces the attack penalty roll for fighting defensively by 2. In addition, after a creature attacks Eldori's Sword Lord for the first time, he attempts a perception check. If successful, he gains +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls and to his AC against that creature until the end of combat. I wonder if it's worth running the perception helm on this guy then. I need somebody to wear it. And he will have both the highest perception and also a combat application of the perception roll. This may be a yes. Alright, final level up on our Arcane Trickster over here. I'm pretty sure it just keeps taking Arcane Trickster right now, but we're probably gonna have some spell decisions. Quick look here. Yeah, so we're working through Arcane Trickster with 5 points. And learning spells, wizard spells, so we can learn other ones too. I don't know, man. I don't know about you. Alright, Hungry Pit is a conjuration spell. Squeezes and crushes. There's so many pit spells and they're all so bad. Dude, Cloud Kill is a spell? Bank of Fog, it's vapors, yellowish, green, and poison. Automatically kill any living creature with 3 or fewer HD. A living creature with 4 to 6 is slain unless a fort save. Oh, actually, it sounds really bad since it's all hit dice based. Let's see what it says past that. A living creature with more than 6 hit dice takes 1d4 points of constitution damage each round while in the cloud. Halved with a fort save. And it moves. Is this relevant to anything? The fact it's unresistible con save damage is good. Or con damage, rather. I'm not actually convinced it's relevant to anything. Conjuration spell, though. I have to take one of these per level. Is our first level 5? It is. The duration, good question. 1 minute per level, so it lasts for ages. Drop out of combat, let it roll through an encounter and go and attack them at reduced HP. I don't want to play that way though. There's a couple of mechanics that work that way too, like that necklace that electrocutes people, and you can apparently stealth next to monsters and do damage to them. I'm just not really interested in playing the game that way. It's probably a very powerful strategy, but not something I really want to do. Con damage is a lot of health reduction at higher levels. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. I assumed that con didn't change. What else do we have? We have Angelic Aspect. Oh, are we gonna get our dragon transformed this turn? This level up? That'd be exciting. Oh, this is not Diablos. Never mind. Angelic Spell. Okay. Resistance. Okay, but these are all like frontline stuff. Transform spells are super unexciting on the casters, right? Alright, Baleful Polymorph is apparently a hostile spell though. Fort save. Change the subject into a dog. The polymorph effects on the target are automatically dispelled when a target fails to resist the effects of Baleful Polymorph. Curse. Cloud Kill is going to be very good. I don't really like the fact it moves around. Maybe we could see how that interacts on the actual map. Cone of Cold. This should be a favorite of Wet Hulk there. Then what else in here? A lot of level 5 spells available. Wow. Okay, hold on. We get a second. Couple more seconds here. What is an illusionary fireball doing here? Stone Skin Communal. Is our cleric not going to get access to this? Like, what spell list does this come off of? It seems very good, although it's quite expensive. There's only 10 per, although it's nice. Old monsters could be good if it works in anything. Wave of Fatigue. Vampiric Shadow Shield. Personal only. Fake webs. Fake evocation spells. Pain Fog. Pain Fog produces something. What the my phone is making. The bank of thin mist that weakens the mental resistance of those caught in it. Creatures in the mind fog take a -10 on wisdom checks and will save. A creature that successfully saves against the fog is not affected and need not make further saves even if it remains in the fog. Affected creatures take the penalty as long as they remain in the fog and for 2d6 rounds after. So it's a will negate to make future will checks more reliable. But we can't move into it because we're not mind fog immune. AC Prism. Reflex Partial. Trap the target in solid ice. If the creature fails to save, it's paralyzed. If it makes it save, it gains entangled but otherwise acts normally. 1 point of cold damage per caster level. Each round it's paralyzed or entangled. A creature can break the ice with a successful strength check. That doesn't seem very good so far. Old monster. This is our standard. 1 round per level, can save each round. Will save. Then we have transformation into a genie. We have fire snake. 50-foot line of flames. The fire snake affects all creatures, avoiding allies. All enemies avoiding allies. Creatures in the path of fire snake take 1d6 points of fire damage per caster level with a max of 15. $96 any good? Is that 3.5 times 9? 27 and 4. 31 average. Whatever. Can't save against it. Save for half, I guess. Yeah, I think the problem with evocation spells is they're just kind of meh. Feeble Mind. 1 enemy within medium range. Target's int and charisma drop to 1. Heal or break enchantment spell is used to cancel the effect of Feeble Mind. Oh, that's interesting. The last line is interesting. A creature that can cast arcane spells such as a sorcerer or a wizard takes a -4 on the saving throw. So int and charisma are not the saves we care about though, so it doesn't reduce wisdom. I was wondering if this would be another Vone spell, but it's not. What else? Echolocation. Perceive the world by creating high-pitched noises and listening to their echoes. God, I hope every time you cast this at a real-life table, the DM makes you roleplay this. Oh, I would care about having blind sight on this. Maybe we'd actually, for once, be able to detect something before it ganked us. Dominate person is a mind control, right? Dismissal. It's the banish. Dismissal would be a little bit better here. What happens if the nothing happens if the will negate? Okay. Restricting coils. Old monster. Paralyze. So we have access to hold monster here. You can actually take hold monster. So this spell is literally hold monster except better. Right? 1 round saves. Will negate, save each round, sure. But I think the other one saved each round too, right? Or is it a 1 and done? No, it's a save each round too. Why would I ever take... On this character, I probably wouldn't, right? I would never take hold person. I would never take hold person when I could take constricting coils. They're both the same domain, do the same targets, have the same effect. Except this one does damage additionally. Animal growth. This is normal size and 8 times its weight. +8 strength and 4 to con. I can't. Isn't our cat dex based? Paralyzed Xander. Does strength help our cat? How do I learn about our cat? You. Character ability. Animal companion leopard. There it is. AC +4, attack, bite. At the 4th level, becomes medium, dex +2, con +2, gains pounce and adds dex instead of strength to damage. So our cat doesn't want to be strength based. Right? Back to the drawing board for spells. With the +8, the cat has more dex than strength. So confused. But what is the benefit of casting this spell on the cat? You get 1 level of size for natural weapon damage. It becomes, does the kingdom alignment then match the cat's alignment? Well, as conjuration spells go, the best one at this level seems to be the Cloud Kill. I don't want more pit spells. I haven't liked them yet. What's Acidic Spray? I haven't read this yet. Line attack. Acid line attack. Hoping it takes something else of interest. I think I'm going to run one of the disable spells. I don't know which one. Definitely not Dominate Person. I can't see why I would ever take Old Monster over Constricting Coils. I must be missing something about this. I don't get it. This spell just seems better. The other one seemed total shit. Feeble Mind maybe. Really not. And then the other one was Icy Prism was like a worse version. It's a reflex save, but so what? Mind Fog was the other one I was thinking of. The Polymorph. So Polymorph was... Oh, not Polymorph. The Hostile Polymorph was called what? Baleful Polymorph. I don't know, chat. We're not spec'd for other spell types here. It doesn't seem very good. Icy Prism does something on save. Yeah, it implies Entangle. That's reasonable. These seem pretty lackluster, honestly. I don't like that. I don't like leveling up as a wizard and getting my next level spells and being like, wow, spells are not fun. This feels like more of the same, but maybe like Paralyze is going to be super powerful if we get it hit. I think we're going to take Constricting Coils since it targets everything. Let me just make sure that it is. It's medium range. So we got to figure out why. Why Constricting Coils versus Old Monster. This is like Hold Monster, except the target is constricted. Takes bludgeoning damage. Oh, they're both mind affecting too, aren't they? It's annoying. It affects any living creature that fails its will save. So does this one. It's just it's an upgraded version of that. Okay, so the argument then is, do we want to spell disable? I mean, this is going to be better too. We now have two other people that are going to be reducing the enemy's saving throws. So Constricting Coils gets better. Gonna make boss fight. It's gonna start to, if we stack enough of those, it will start trivializing boss fights too. It is quite possible, for example, we could take the Fog, although Fog only gets one roll. What is Icy Prison? It hits everything, but it paralyzes. But I can't have Strength check to break free. The Strength check to break free is insane. Does a Reflex partial hit him at all? guaranteed the entangle condition, but we can apply the entangle condition from two other spells by the cleric. It does an insanely small amount of cold damage that we don't give a shit about. And if we do trap them, they can break through strength saves. That doesn't seem good enough. Stone Skin isn't a must pick because I don't necessarily care about 10 DR that much. And I don't really want to carry around massive amounts of dust. There's a reagent cost that goes with Stone Skin. Group Stone Skin. Where is it? Right, so it's 10 DR with enemies who are hitting for like 40. I mean, I guess it's a significant chunk, more than 40 some of them. Depends on the enemy, right? The really big enemies hit like super insanely hard. So 10 DR really isn't that valuable, and this takes me 10 diamond dust per cast. I don't know what diamond dust costs, but I remember being fairly expensive. Yeah, we could take the polymorph one. The polymorph one was interesting. The downside of the polymorph one is its transmutation, and we're double spec'd in conjuration. So we're kind of hoping to take another conjuration spell. Now, constricting coils isn't that, so sure. We could take baleful polymorph instead of that. This doesn't really disable though, right? It just fucks their casting. They're a caster and they don't save. Are we planning to start speccing a second school yet? We have other things on our list. Feeble Mind is better versus casters? There's no way that Feeble Mind is better versus casters. This doesn't disable will casters at all. Penalty only applies to enemies that are considered sorcerers or wizards. Although it is a permanent deal. Well, but so is the polymorph, right? I can't imagine that that's better than polymorph. Polymorph seems better in almost every way. Right, it hits all three. Doesn't get the minus save, but so what? But no, Xander. Again, I mean, probably stream delay, right? So probably we're just out of sync here. But one more time. Only affects int and charisma, so it misses wisdom. And the penalty only applies to arcane casters, not divine casters. And half the enemies in the game are divine casters, if not more, right? And like half them seem to be like creatures that just do these things randomly to me. Oh, these decisions. Transmutation, enchantment. I guess we look at, can I sort by spell type? Oh. Are there previous ones we wanted? Did we take Overwhelming Grief? We didn't, right? We took a different one. Confusion was enchantment. We took the third one. The necromancy stuff was cool, but we were considering it on somebody else. We took Crushing Despair, which was enchantment. Alright, I think we're going to take an enchantment school and plan to double spec. With that in mind, our options are Transmutation off Polymorph, which doesn't sound like what we're going to go. If we're going to take enchantment, we'll go Constricting Coils. I think this was the better of the spells anyways. Roll with that. Okay. Alright, level up complete. Yeah, and maybe we'll find that we don't have quite enough spell stuff. We can worry about that later. The problem with the spell system is you kind of need to know the spell system before you pick your spells, right? Like casters are destroyed by Feeble Mind. I've been over this twice. It doesn't shut down the half the casters in the game, which means it's just probably worse than a different one that I could be using for casters, right? Like it's going to be better in that scenario. It's a more specific target, which is less useful. We could do this stupid Hunting Grounds quest right now. We only have a day, right? We're just going to go down here. I mean, we don't know the path to the Uncaged. We can see the path. Yeah, I could respec later or buy the scroll. It's a wizard. He's a scroll savant wizard, so we can learn a billion fucking spells off scrolls if we find one if we're interested. So. Not like there's a lot of casters that one can reliably hit with mind affecting will. I don't think your point really stands, right? The ones with the good will saves are the wisdom casters, right? Who don't get any benefit from that fucking spell. Right? I mean, you guys are arguing. Your guys' argument is about specialization of the spellcasting, and I'm saying that in general we haven't found enough of those to make it worth taking a specialist spell over a generalist spell, from my perspective. Alright, we kind of want to rest, but we don't care as long as we're not exhausted, because we can remove that, so we'll just go here. We have other ways to deal with casters too between the clouds. Alright, let's nuke that. How do I know if we got the timing right on this? Do we just have to be here during that moment, or do I have to enter and leave and re-enter? That looks like him right there. So maybe we're good. I still am not convinced that he's not ambushing me, so let's just buff first, I guess.
I will see this through. I am never wrong.
I don't think we've rested in quite a while either. Oh well. Alright. Get our buffs out.
Let us not hesitate. We should move.
Let's move already.
My skills are absolute. I will not falter.
Alright, one Cat's Grace out. We need a second Cat's Grace.
Never stop learning.
Need to remove fear. There's going to be some element of personal preference there. There's going to be some element of metagaming. Some of you probably had more experience with both the spell system or this specific game. I'm just going to try to base the decision off of what I've encountered thus far. Doesn't really suggest that a highly specialized anti-arcane caster spell is the way that I need to go here.
We should move. Together we stand.
Alright, buffs up, buffs up.
Everyone counts on
Alright, what are we missing here? Mage armor. I have shield. I have missing blur. Okay. Blur and see invis. Alright.
I know mystic theology,
always did what was
arcane
right.
bombomancy, Eldrick's
Buffed.
Whatever I do now becomes
Alright, he's gonna make us wait. That's what's gonna happen, chat. Oh, I just got so baited. Okay. Alright. Guard is ready to fight. I'm happy to see you. While we were waiting for you, I've had enough time to choose a place for the ambush. I've come as soon as I can. Okay. On this side of the hill, we set an ambush right here. The visibility is good. We can watch the cultists unnoticed and choose the right moment to strike. Are we ready for ambush? Not today. Okay. So I just have to run time forward now? That's so awkward. What do? Do we just rest for a day? Can we do that here? Apparently. Yeah, but we don't know when fucking Moon Day is yet. We're on Sunday. Oh, every other one is named something different except Sunday, which is still Sunday. I guess it's technically a sun here as opposed. Okay, sure. We have to wait till the next day. All right, fine. It's fine, chat. We'll just rest. Do I have to re-trigger? I'm gonna have to rebuff again. I just fucking buffed too. Okay. Are we ready for ambush? Not today. Glad I checked
Won't
before
be halted.
doing that again. Back in. Definitely Monday, right? All right, we are at. No, it's still fucking Sunday. It's 22:57. We're 1 hour too early, chat. Can I pass time in this location? Or do I have to be back on the other menu? I don't think I can. Is there like a pass time? I feel like there is. Maybe it's only on the other menu. Only on the other menu. Awesome. This is a scammy quest. You can only attack on Mondays. Why, are you off the rest of the week? Aren't you supposed to be a fucking retainer? Like, it's just like, nah, I only fight on Monday morning. And Monday afternoons are booked.
Subscriber arrives. It fills you with
I
determination.
can't move time forward here either. How do I skip it somewhere? I thought there was a skip time option. Thank you, Ikerdon, for the gifted sub. I don't want to rest. Can I just pass time for an hour? Maybe here? What does this do? I don't know what that did. I think this is just my calendar. This is my planner where we can like. It's not even the first. It's the first of the month. Maybe the number of hours. Doesn't actually let me interact with this that I can see. It just shows me what these are. I can't click it to 2 or 3. It doesn't go. Right click and left click, double left click and double right click do nothing. Can I drag it? Oh, there we go. So I click this button, it randomly applies itself to 13, and then I can rest less time? Awesome. If I click skip time now, it's going to actually skip time. Hours of rest. Okay, 2 hours, that's what we want. Okay. Wait, minimum resting will take 2 hours. Okay. The party will not rest. Okay. Minimum rest time 1 day. I don't know if that's okay because you just told me the party won't rest and that resting will take 2 hours and that the minimum rest time is in fact 1 day. Now I can't have both these things. Resting can't both be 2 hours and minimal 24 hours. That doesn't make any sort of logical sense. So I'm assuming what this actually means is if I wished to get rest, then it would take a day. In which case, this isn't resting will take hours. This is time will pass for 2 hours. The party will not rest. The minimum rest would have been a day, I think. But fucked if I know what that means from those words. Those words don't string together in a sensible way. Let's see if this rests for 2 hours. Yes, it did move time out forward by 2 hours. Awesome. And, fingers crossed, let's see, let's hope he's working on Monday. Welcome back, we're ready, we'll ambush these. Okay, so he's ready to go. You know, he's on the clock. Doesn't care what he does
Let
now.
us bide our time.
We need to spend some time buffing again because this jackass debated us.
Our time has come.
I shall not fail.
I will see this through.
Alright, second large person's out. Let's get our shield spell out. Start the rest of our 1,012,000 buffs.
I will not falter.
Our duty calls.
Okay, we need a mage armor here.
Battles
Alright,
await.
we're popping pills,
Take care of it. Together
drinking
we
vials,
Knowledge is the key to victory.
reducing fear, poison. I wonder if these guys are getting incidental buffs too. We missed one bull strength. Like that hasn't been bull strength yet. Okay. The game could use a programmable buff system 112% of the time. I agree with you on that. Because like I'm casting the same buffs on the same people from the same position. And that's what I want them to be doing. And I'm building my spells in such a way to reflect that, so we get like 2 buff cycles. It'd be really nice if I could just press a button and all that shit would be done. Because it's in a stupid amount of time right now. Dad, I'm beginning to find a combination of factors pushing me away from this game. We'll see. Alright. Go get him. Cultists! I see it's their Monday routine. Monday is cultist day. They get together and have a thing here. Today we praise the Great Mother. Who I'm okay with the fact because it's a port. I get it that their buffs are important to their game. That's fine. We just need a game system that takes the tedium out of buffing. Beautiful female cub marked by the goddess sacred touch. Yes, at last, praise the sacred divine. I've seen the cub. Goddess took cub mother's life as a payment. A worthless female she was, only able to bear a single child. We're no weaklings. We need no weaklings. Tell us your bidding. Praise the mother of mothers, mother of monsters. Open up your veins and bodies. Carve her image into my chest. I'll cut my hand off. Glory to the mother of monsters. Okay, we just need a fireball. Fireball cleanses cultists. Alright, now is the best time. Why is this encounter only able to happen on a Monday? Why did they just I wish they did that for all of these. I wish that all encounters had a specific day of the week that could only happen on. That would be great.
Path is clear.
Absolutely great. Okay, can we get in formation here or no? We don't do formations anymore? It looks suspiciously like I have a formation selected. And currently we've got Miklas and Thaddeus up front, who are supposed to be in the mid-range. The guys who are supposed to be in the back are in the middle, and the guys who are supposed to be in the front are in the fucking back.
Be careful, everyone.
Wow. Thank you, formation. Okay. Alright. Priests and cultists. Chaotic evil human cleric would have been immune to any divine magic weakness effects. We could have reduced his int and his charisma to 1, and then he still have wisdom casting. I'm just putting that out there. No real reason. What? Okay, cultist runs off mid-charge. We don't get our attack off our charge.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Game. Thanks, Incursion. Alright. So I don't think we got our attack bonus on Nieblis for defensive stuff either. I wonder if he took the penalty for the charge. Doesn't look like it. Alright. You guys look really terrible. Level 8s. I think there's going to be like a shit ton of reinforcements. They did kind of show the one guy running off to get reinforcements. Is this a fight where we want to kill them as soon as we can? It's not a surprise round. I could just move forward and then haste, I guess. It's a reasonable precaution. Don't kill Baracus, okay? Off tank there.
Strike!
Alright, excited about this round. Got the wrong hats on still, don't I?
Let's hear you cry.
Oh, we weren't close. I forgot about Dazzling Display. It's our new ability. That's what I was excited about. I just forgot about it. So we're not in range for either of those Dazzling Displays, I don't think. Dude, like, my brain was like, I know I need to be excited about Miklas, but they didn't like get the one next point, which was excited because of Dazzling Display. Prevents all spellcasting. Well, it doesn't say that in the fucking description of it, and that wasn't the argument people were making in chat, so that is in fact the truth of it. So be it, but the spell doesn't say that.
Forwards!
Alright. Tragic Booty.
Don't hold back!
Alright, Miklas. The joy. I like how it looks like the depths of hell. Catch the fleeing cultists. No surprise rounds. Disappointing. Okay. One guy's got a note. It's always convenient when the cultists drop notes. It's actually time sensitive to catch him. There's a statue there I'd really like to interact with. Wait. Catch him where? Into the statue, presumably. One priest managed to get away. Catch him. Alright, let's fix our hats. The hat situation is by far the most important part of this, so. Thaddeus no longer has Goblinoid Bane. Baracus can get intelligence. Well, we were considering doing this, weren't we? Because this is currently +2. Out later. Okay. Anything else in here? What's off to the left?
Let's head out.
Alright. Gotta be related to this. Stone is covered with strange markings, sure. Flat stone is covered with blood and littered with skulls and bones.
That posed little
Statue portrays mother of
challenge.
monsters, a pregnant woman with three-eyed jackal head and feathered wings. Okay. And chase him down to somewhere else. Let's see what this guy has to say. Hurry, I beg you. Well, kind of troll. Okay, that was the map, I guess. I wonder where he's going that we can catch him. Oh, okay, it's going to be a skill check. A triumph over the wicked Lamashtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain or villainess had slipped away under the cover of darkness into a narrow gorge or amongst the rocks. Without a second thought, our brave Baron, loyal Keston, and their comrades in arms rushed after the fleeing figure. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark. The villain had gotten far ahead of us. At the last moment, the Baron noticed the prey had turned aside and disappeared behind the rocks. This one. After they decided to take a shortcut to catch the cultists by surprise, the party started climbing up the stone ridge. Climbing in the darkness is a difficult task, but it's not a joke when you try to catch a stable rock and hear the small stones crumble under your feet. Several times it seemed our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and the thought of the runaway cultists gloating about eluding them gave them strength. Moments later, we were at the top. Our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time. The cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gorge directly beneath them. It seemed the cultist was so focused on finding his footing, he didn't notice his pursuers perched above him, giving the Baron a chance to strike. What will our heroes do next? We'd have Miklas shoot him in the back, obviously. Choose character. Trigger an avalanche. Choose character. Send the swiftest and most agile down with the unstable slope in hopes of cutting him off. That one. Hey, what do you mean choose character? He's just Niablis both times, and he's definitely not our most dexterous. All right, Niablis, do it. Oh, I choose character here. Why is this one for the first time letting me choose? All right, Thaddeus. Like a double check. If I hit exit here, does it let me choose the other one? So I can roll here with two things. Wonder what the intimidate's for. Huh. Need 11's a pretty nice set. So do we wish to jump down or push shit over on top of them? 28, 11. 5 less for 1 more. Plus for 2 more. Baracus. All you, buddy. Failed a dex check. Nice. Difficulty 18. Dude, whatever that 28 was not relevant to what they actually just pretended we had there. Because this actually says 8 plus 9. Okay. We missed it by 1 and then failed a perception check right afterwards. As soon as he set foot in the treacherous sand and gravel slope, Baracus started to slide down helplessly, downwards in a cloud of dust. No wonder that when he finally reached the bottom, the dust had settled, the cultist was long gone. The only hope was that the runaway had been forced to slow down on the edge of the plateau and we could catch him there. Okay. Alright, as our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, the vastness of the Camelins opened up before them, an ocean of high grass as far as the eye could see, a beautiful sight, but finding our quarry in this green sea, it would prove impossible. With our heads down and our hopes lost, we descended to where a small streamlet flowed among the stones. And then, there before us, good fortune, in his haste our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for us all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by a single desire to capture the criminal who dared to escape the punishment of the Baron, and had led us on this unwelcome chase. We moved as swiftly as we could, but even the ground seemed to fight us. Rocks gave way to mud grew deeper as we marched on and seemed to grab at our boots. Even the wind began to rise, lashing at our cloaks, and a foul scent filled the air, sure signs we were heading towards the gnarl marches. Soaking wet and exhausted, our heroes came upon a cabin at the edge of the swamp. According to Keston, it was a hunter's lodge owned by Dumra, a hunter who lived there alone. It was known for her great temper and little patience. It also looked as it might be a place where the cultists would seek shelter. It was unlikely the runaway would brave the depths of the gnarl marshes in the middle of the night. So the Baron pushed open the door and stepped inside, letting a touch of cool night air in. What? The cultist, being pursued by us, runs to the first house and takes shelter? But okay, here we are. All right. The lodge is lit with only a few candles on the tables and counters. Shadows lie thick around the room. A number of people are here. Well-dressed couple at one of the tables. A girl in a simple dress dozes near the opposite wall. And at the counter is an untidy dwarf. She's wiping the mugs and glaring at you. From the half-open kitchen door, you hear the clanging of pans upon metal, presumably a stove. Keston looks around with a heavy gaze. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge look surprised and concerned. Each seems to recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of the lands doing here at such a late hour, flanked by armed guards? Guest's hands fall into his weapon. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest, but if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves the lodge until you give the order. I'm not chaotic anymore? Thought we were chaotic. I'd like to look around and speak with these people. Maybe I'll find something interesting. Man, no one will leave the house. I'll make sure of that. My advice, take their room keys, their personal belongings, speak to their owner's intent, often more than the masters would like. We already looted all the personal belongings in here. Rip. Okay.
Tread lightly.
Alright. Room keys. Oh god. We played this one off. I played this one off live. One point. Not this exact one, presumably, but maybe. Okay. Do I know you? Anything suspicious? Anyone doing any suspicious? Recall who came to the lodge in the last hour. Lika. Okay. You know the hostess of this lodge? No. Go back to other questions. Odd place for the rest of the night. Oh, it's not really an odd place to rest in the middle of the night. They literally just said it was the last place to rest, edge of the marsh. Do I know you? Okay. Need a key to your room. Okay. As you wish. Back to you. All right. What's Una have to say? Tell me about yourself, please. Oh wait, this is the same guy though. Wait, we can't talk to his wife? Oh, there she is. Legalist, are you a judge? Bluff. Oh yes. Kedrum Tendrum. I've heard about you and your famous legal places. Wait. Okay. Frieza, someone put a knife to his throat. Is that so? I doubt, Baron, that anything you heard concerned me. My family name is a common one. I have so many relatives, I know not a quarter of them. Okay. Some very sketchy behavior from the first person we talked to. Are you a judge? Difficult daily, it might be possible to get by without some divine support. Who do you address your prayers to? Okay. Back to other questions. I'll come back to you later. Did we get information about this? Adrian Tenham seems quite jumpy by the Baron. He just began asking. Una started sweating. Okay. Let's try this Olika person. Belly is swollen. She's pregnant and her time is near. Oh, jeez. More owlbears. Heard other people calling you Baron. It's an honor to be in your presence. I'm Olika. What are you doing here? I'm a widow. Okay. The sob story about a dead husband knocking her up before he died. Where are you from? Galt. Wait. You did a knowledge world check. You recall the location of Galt and Gralton. As far as you know, stolen land lay aside from the places Olika had named. Wait, is that saying that the story she tells isn't consistent, or is it saying something different? It means different in Swedish. Awkward. Are you planning to stay in Gralton? I don't know yet. Things turned out why not. It was a long journey for you. I have little coin, big traders, places at least warm and dry. Let's talk about something else. Okay. I know she said she's not from around here and said you wouldn't have heard of that location, and then we passed a knowledge roll and we had heard about that location, but I don't understand what the language of the check said. Couple, they claim you're the last person to come to the hall. That's not true. Dumra, the hostess, she was the last one. I remember her coming through the kitchen. We know she's not the person though. Hey, I'm looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? That's horrible. How can I help you? Anything suspicious tonight? Anyone in this hall? Who came to the lodge last? Dumra, let's talk about something else. Need a key to your room. You go. Okay. I mean, she didn't seem that bad. Oh, I see. So the route wouldn't take her to the stolen lands. I gotcha. She's traveling from Galt to Grothan. Sounds perfectly normal, but how did she end up in the stolen lands or in the complete opposite direction? I see. That's what I wasn't understanding what the tip said. I'm glad it rephrased it. The paraphrasing was helpful. Is there anyone else in here? Yeah, there's Dummer. What's Dummer got to say? There's only 3? Okay. I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? She doesn't seem too happy to happen. Doesn't seem she's not too happy. Why? We've had multiple good dealings with her. Cultist is trying to hide in your lodge. I have to find them. What a story you spun, Grace. Next you tell me I'm holding some other god down the cellar. There's footprints leading. Several hours walk from your lodge is a shrine. Okay. Your lodge is the only house in the neighborhood. There are footprints leading to your lodge. Only house in the neighborhood. Not going to argue with you. Know who your guests are? Why should I? I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for bed, they keep quiet. A crime has happened. I need your help to find the culprit. What did the culprit do wrong? Got a deer in someone's land and now the criminal has to run away as she was an animal herself?
A new subscriber arrives.
We can't actually answer that one?
Fills you with determination.
Thanks again, Incursion. Let everyone into your house. You remember when they came to the lodge at least. I'll check on my trap. Some people arrived before I was away, so I can't tell you for sure. Let anyone into your house? What are you hinting at? I meant... Poor choice of words. Forget what I said. I think I just accused her of sleeping with the cultists. Examine your room. Listen, the sooner I cross you off the suspects list, the sooner I'll leave you alone. Do me a favor and give me your room, and all this will be over before you know it. She stares at you silent for a moment, then nods and pulled an old, age-darkened key from her belt. You're away then, but have a care. No digging through my undergarments, or I'll have your hands unhooked. Okay. Go. Alright, I think we've already looted these rooms is the problem. I'm not sure we're actually going to get a lot of information out of this. How come I can't go up? Up's there. Okay. Oh, we're not going to kill her for being cranky. Not reasonable. Bedroom's chest.
My expertise.
There are no